Myself, Dr. Pratibha Singh, Assistant Professor, Soil Science and Agriculture Chemistry, heartily welcomes you all. Sir, I extend my warm welcome to Dr. P.S. Pandey, sir, ADG, Education, Planning and Home Science, Agriculture Education Division, ICR, New Delhi, and Chief Guest of today's function, who accept our invitation on very first request. I heartily welcome you, sir. I extend my warm welcome to Honorable Vice Chancellor Shri Karan Narendra Agriculture University, Jobner, Professor J.S. Sandhu. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor SKNAU Jobner for his valuable remarks.
Good morning to all, particularly the chief. Today's webinar, Dr. P.S. Pandey, ADG Education, ICR, and other eminent speaker, Dr. J.C. Talabdar, Dr. Biswas, Dr. A.K. Gupta, the Dean and the Faculty Chairman, Dr. M.L. Jakar, Dr. Pratibha, and other the guest today is attending today's webinar. And I'm happy that this webinar is very much important for us when we are all passing the era of climate change, and where one side is the coin is how to increase the efficiency of the inputs. I think in that direction, I look a bright future of the nanotechnology. No doubt, a lot of work has been done by the various workers. And while I was in Krishi Bhavan, I had a particularly the presentation from various scientists, and definitely that the science is growing, and it is very important also because we are not at the university level much knowledge of this subject. Definitely today's webinar will give a first-hand information to our students, our teachers, staffs, and also future linkage, how we can work. Those are the active scientists working in this area. Definitely this will give an opportunity to all of us. This is highly benefit for us. Definitely under the banner of NAPS, Dr. Gupta has joined, so he will speak further upon that. And particularly, I particularly welcome Dr. P.S. Pandey because at the headquarters, I know how the people are busy and sparing a time for us. I think this is a great thing, Dr. Pandey. I personally welcome you that
Thank you, sir.
Spare the time on very, very important topic and that we are going to be discussed. Not to speak a lot about that. I am not the expert of this subject, but definitely this is the science of future. And this, and we'll move on. And one thing I am very fascinated to see TNAU have a department of the nanotechnology in their university. I think maybe 7, 8 years back, I saw that one. So definitely other university have to just to come up to that stage. I think this science to have it have to have the promote to various level in the education level, in the course curriculum, somewhere it to be introduced. So all these things are required. Definitely today, definitely will all our people who are joining will gain the benefit of that. So once again, I welcome all of you, particularly Dr. Jakar, to take the initiative to organize this today's webinar. Dr. Pratibha, Dr. Baloda is there, then maybe other deans have joined it. So I am stopping here or welcome you that this is a very good beginning and we have to learn more about the new subject. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind remarks. You really enlightened us all with your experience, knowledge, and vast experiences. Now, I would like to introduce our chief guest, ADG Agriculture Education, Dr. P.S. Pandey, sir. So, I would like to brief introduction of Dr. P.S. Pandey. If I say about Dr. Pandey, he is a work of man. Dr. Pandey is presently holding the position of Assistant Director General, in Indian Council of Agriculture Research, New Delhi. And Dr. Pandey, he has a wide-ranging experience, more than 3 decades in agriculture research and education in the area of agriculture research, policy planning and management of higher agriculture education, including promotion of assess equity, relevance, quality, capacity building, and human resource development. Dr. Pandey is a 1986 batch scientist from ARS, and he did his MSc and PhD in IER in agriculture statistics from very prestigious institute, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, Pusa, New Delhi. He started his career from National Academy of Agriculture Research and Management, Hyderabad, and worked in 7 institutions of ICR in different capacities with multidisciplinary team. Dr. Pandey also served as National Coordinator of Organization and Management component of World Bank supported National Agriculture Innovation Project during 2011 to 15. Several reforms and innovations made in the NARES system like supercomputing facility of bioinformatics, grid, agropedia, knowledge management platform, consortium for e-resources in agriculture, SERA, strengthening of digital library, e-granth, e-courses, and e-publishing, etc. are under his contribution. Under his leadership, establishment of 22 incubation and agribusiness planning and development centers during 2012 were also started to encourage the entrepreneurship in Agriculture University and ICR Institute, which proved a landmark for today's agri startup in India. Before joining the national coordinator, Dr. Pandey also worked as a principal scientist in simulation and informatics division of the prestigious IERA New Delhi. Dr. Pandey is also the faculty member of bioinformatics at IERA New Delhi. Dr. Pandey has a member of various high-powered committees and professional bodies, including member of Academic Council of National Dairy Research Institute, Karnal, Haryana, Navsari Agriculture University, Gujarat, Sam Hamilton University, Allahabad, Junagadh Agriculture University, Gujarat, member of Advisory and Council of several ICR institutes. He is a member of Board of Management of University of Agriculture Sciences, Dharwad, BAU Sabur, Birsa Agriculture University, Ranchi, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel University, Meerut, and UAS Bangalore and Agriculture University, Jobner. Besides this, Dr. Pandey has handled 55 innovation projects and 21 research projects which have been completed under his leadership. In addition to this, he has also guided several MSc and PhD students also. He is also awarded many honors and awards like Gold Medal Award of IERI for his outstanding performance in academic performance, Outstanding Achievement Agricultural Award, Lifetime Achievement Award, Distinguished Scientist Award by Society of Recent Development in Agriculture and Outstanding Contribution in Agriculture Sciences. He has published more than 150 research papers in national and international journals related on the issues related to agriculture research and education, ICT in agriculture, agribusiness entrepreneurship, experiential learning, and women empowerment. So this was the brief about the Dr. Pandey. Now I request Dr. Pandey to kindly give his key remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Pratibha. I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. सबको सादर नमस्कार. Good morning to everyone. Most honorable, respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. J. Sandhu sir, the Director of Research Dr. M.L. Jakharji, and Director RARI Dr. Baloda, and the Organizing Secretary of this very prestigious program, Dr. Pratibha Singh, my very senior colleague, Dr. J.C. Tarafdar, my colleague friends, Dr. D.R. Biswas, deans, directors, faculties, students, ladies and gentlemen. It's really a pride privilege for me to be here and to be a part of this very important topic of webinar, that the nanotechnological intervention in agriculture. And I have seen during this last 1 year, the university has taken a lot of new initiatives, new way of innovations, and I have seen many of such type of programs the university, this SKNAU, Jobner, they have taken. And you know that during this COVID period, entire world is facing this problem. But I am really very happy to share that in spite of all these hindrances, all these difficulties, our agricultural university, they have never stopped. And if you see the contribution of agriculture during this COVID period, they have done very well performed and they have done like normal business. And now all our academic programs, all our research activities, that is going with the full, motion, with the very same speed. It has never stopped. So this is all contribution by our faculties, our leader of the universities, like all vice chancellors. And in spite of all these things, they have published the results of the students well in time. This shows the kind of governance system in our agricultural university, the kind of efficiency and effectiveness in our agriculture university, that really credit goes to the leaders, all the vice chancellor, deans and directors who could get. Well, many webinars are being organized. And I have seen, I have attended also. And if you see, very few are on the very pertinent topics like nanotechnology. This is a very, very relevant, very, very important topic. And that's why I could see, since the limitation is 100 of this, otherwise many people have joined, but of course many people are joining through this Facebook and WhatsApp group. So certainly, I would like to share one thing. I remember my days during 80s, and when the same thing happened, the IT came, the computer came, and the introduction of computer, I was in ISRI, and where a very big size of computer was there, very big size of computer, like a 12 by 12 room, if you can say. That is same, the entire one computer was occupying that much space. And if you see today, and at that time, I remember one assignment was given to all our students that you have to speak at least 5 minutes, that what will be the role of computer in agriculture. And I remember at that time, no literature was available. And it was very, very difficult to see what will be the role of computer. We managed and we collected some of the information, and we simply correlated with this. At least the views data will be there, the multi-dimensional data will be there, multivariate data analysis will be there, forecasting will be there, and all sorts of application. And it was very, very difficult to correlate the application of computer in agriculture. And see today, the scenario is completely different. At that time, the question was whether the computer will be useful for this agriculture or not, where the application of computer can be done. But today, if you see the reverse question, is it any area where the computer and ICT is not applicable? And same dimension, you have chosen very right topic, the nanotechnology. I envisage the kind of importance this nanotechnology is going to play in coming time. It will be a track changer, a big driver of the path, similar to ICT, similar to computer invention. And the power at that time, computer was so much big. Today, you see the power of your mobile itself, having huge data, and that too, very small chipset you are playing with, and very high speed, efficiency is also very high speed. Same thing will be played by nanotechnology. It will be in coming time, and that is there. That's why it is a nanotechnology. You see, from bigger to a small to again micro small to a small to finally nano, in the power of 10 to the power minus 9. That size, if you can imagine, what will be the size. So I really congratulate and compliment the Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, for having this much of the very important topic for this webinar, where all the people are joining here. Of course, I am not the expert in the nanotechnology, but I'll certainly flag some of the initiative by the government of India, by various organizations what actually they are doing in the field of nanotechnology. If you see this nanotechnology, why this nanotechnology is so, in demand? Today, people are talking about the, artificial intelligence. Huge emphasis everywhere. People are talking artificial intelligence. People are talking about the big data analytics because we are generating every day kind of the quantity and quantum of the data being generated through various, devices is huge. And that we need some of the technology, how to dig out the meaningful results out of those data, out of the repository. So that is really very, very important nowadays. Similarly, Internet of Things, now people talking about the through how robot can be applied, how the drone can be applied in our agriculture. This is the way how new technology is going to intervene and going to dictate the society. This is the demand of the time, and this is the power of computing, the power of technology. And in the same way, nanotechnology that is going to play an important role. Now, the nanotechnology in various capacities, certainly, whether it is the nanoparticles, nanomaterials, nanosites, nanofibers, capsules. So all sorts of the product that is being developed through this nanotechnology. Of course, very huge work has been done in field of the nanotechnology. So certainly that nanotechnology that should take a place, as it was very rightly mentioned by Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, that our agricultural university, very few universities, they have the department, they have very mega projects on the nanotechnology. And like he mentioned, the SKNAU, they have one school of nanotechnology. And similar kind of, we need to, under our NAIP program, that I am very, thankful to the organizer that the real person who developed under our NAIP, that nano fertilizers, that is Dr. Tarafdar is here, and certainly is he's the pioneer worker in the nanotechnology under our NAIP, and certainly our people are going to listen him that how that this nanotechnology and what is his experience and other things. With special reference to the agriculture, if you see the food science and technology. This nanotechnology, huge potential of food science and technology, for the enhancing the food security in India. If we need, certainly the nanotechnology going to play a big role. Then the hybrid polymers, that the packaging, a smart packaging, and that the nano silicon, and then those particles, those packaging materials, certainly it is playing a very important role in case of food science. The life of those products, the shelf life of those food materials, that is enhanced. The freshness of those vegetable and other materials, that has been enhanced. So that kind of the nano power that we are going to use, certainly that will be the one of the very important aspect in the case of the food science and technology. If you see the crop improvement is also not away from our nano. So each and every field of the agriculture, that nano technology is being used, whether it is the gene therapy for the plants, and then the many even the other DNA cells also being, that nanotechnology that is also going to play a very important role. Whether it is seed science and technology, that seed science is also the carbon nanotubes, which is particularly responsible for the increasing the germination and through the better penetration of the moisture. That technology, if you certainly going to harness the potential of those in the seed science also, that is going to be very, very important one. Now we are talking about today's perspective, this artificial intelligence, and the same time the precision agriculture. And precision agriculture, if it comes, the role of the sensors, design sensor through the nanoparticles for very small, sensors, through the nanomaterials, that is going to play a very important role. So that's why under the precision, farming, for the smart field system, if you are going to devise, if you are going to design, certainly the role of the nanotechnology is very, very important one. And many sensors that has been developed through these, nanomaterials by the many of our, universities across the globe, whether it is the US or Australia. They have the soil conditions monitoring system also they have developed. So that kind of system through the nanotechnology in the precision agriculture that has been taken place, and those things they are going to use. Similarly, for the soil remediation also, Dr. Biswas is going to talk on this one, and then the soil binder, etc., and the soil set, how the nanotechnology is being used, he is going to share with. Similarly, for the water treatment or the heavy materials isolation is concerned, that is in arsenic also we have some of the experiment already going in some of our universities, in IRI also, and in the BCKB also, for the arsenic treatment through the nanotechnology. And similarly, if you see the other, our allied subjects of the agriculture, whether it is the animal science, it is the fishery or aquaculture, nanotechnology is also playing, and our own institutes that they are already working. As I mentioned that Dr. Tarafdar is the pioneer person in working in the nano fertilizer technology. So certainly various fertilizer that developed by him already it is available, and he is going to share. So these are the various areas of the nanotechnology that is going to be a very potential. Our youngsters, our new generation, they should take this initiative, they should learn more, and these are the venues, most potential areas where they can have their own career while going for the higher studies. If you see the government initiative under the nanotechnology, that is whether it is the Department of Science and Technology, it is the DRDO, CSIR, or whether it is ISRO or UGC or ICAR or ICMR, all sorts of the departments, they have taken the initiative, they have established the labs, and many of the institutions like the Indian Institute of Science Bangalore, and then various NITs, they are working very, they have developed many, protocols as far as the nanotechnology is concerned, whether it is the Raulkela or Warangal, Bhopal, all NITs people, they have a big network of the nanotechnology network, and they are already working in these areas. IIT Kharagpur and Kanpur, they are also doing very good work. So, and similarly, like our Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, these are the 8-9 institutions. They have the mega program for the nanotechnology. Our own students after graduation, they can also go and take admission to those institutions, and they can have a career in the, in the nanotechnology. Various our universities already, the many central universities like Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi University, and other central university, already they have established very good labs for the nanotechnology, and our student also they can be the they can take lead. And similarly, our IRI deemed university, they have also they are also working on the nanotechnology. If you see the Department of Science and Technology, and this ICMR and the Center of Excellence in Nanoelectronics that has been developed by Ministry of IT, MIT, they have developed many technological labs, the nanobiotechnological, nanoelectronic activities labs. So all sorts of initiatives funded by the government, these are already in the place, and our people, they should be aware that how these sponsored schemes are running, and how to harness the opportunity of the available network of the nanotechnology. And DST, they have established 8 sophisticated instrumentation lab as far as the nanotechnology is concerned, with the help of the public-private partnership. And out of that, they have already developed the 20 technology they have commercialized for the nanotechnology. And these 20 technologies are in different, environmental science, defense and security. They have also some technology in the textile. They have the 3 technology in water, and similarly the material science and technology. They have maximum number of the technology. So these are the various venues and other areas where that these public-private partnership they are already working. If you see the intervention of nanotechnology in agriculture, the leading institutions, not only our state agriculture university, but other university like University of Madras, University of Allahabad, and then Kamraj University, then that Vellore Institute, and Delhi University, and so other apart from TERI also, they are also working in this nano technological area. And there is a big opportunity to have a collaboration with our state agriculture university and those universities where we can bring some big change. And also IITs are also like IIT Bombay, ISI Calcutta, already they are also working in the nanotechnology. So if these institutions, very reputed institutions, they have the kind of, laboratories, and not only laboratories, but the various courses are also available at present across the country. If you see the complete our states, so almost all in states they have started now master MTech degree in the nanoscience, nanotechnology, PhD. Majority of the states, whether it is Andhra Pradesh, it is Bihar, it is Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, most of them already they have the they have started all sorts of this kind of even your Rajasthan also. If you see already your Rajasthan University of Rajasthan Jaipur, and then your this other university, even Modi University also in the private sector, they have started this MTech degree in the nanotechnological science. So in that way, if you see that there is a good opportunity, and government is also having the like Visvesvaraya, PhD fellowship program, especially exclusive for the nanotechnology. So a lot of opportunities are available from the government side, from the public funded schemes, and a lot of the platforms are available where it is a big opportunity for our students and other partners who wants to have their own technology to be developed under the incubation program. So they can come and they can have this. So with little knowledge, I wanted to share certainly some of the constraints are there. Some of the issues are also there, which maybe in future, because we do not have that much of the researchable data, that what effect it is going in adverse direction it is going to make. So it is all, as a scientist, we need to generate some of the data, whether what will be the effect of those kind of things on the human being and other things. If I'll give only one example, like graphene. Graphene, this is the all the nanotechnological invention of the graphene, and that is the 150 times stronger than steel. A very light body, and very transparent body, and how it is going to change the entire scenario, whether it is a plane, it is a space science, it is the solar science, everywhere this graphene is going to change. Certainly it will be having the very long effect of application of the graphenes. One example. So in that way it will bring some of the products. Certainly it is going to show us the light for future, and it will solve many problems. So with this, I'll stop here, and at the end of my this talk, I express my sincere thanks to the Honorable Vice Chancellor sir for giving me the opportunity and to interact and to see all these young faculties, young bloods. So thank you very much. Thank you all organizers. Thank you, sir. Hello. Hello. Not audible. Dr. Pratibha. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much, sir, for enriching us with your deep ocean of knowledge, and your words are really very high worth. Now I request Dr. A.K. Gupta, sir, Dean, Faculty Chairman and PI NAHEP, to kindly brief about NAHEP.
Good morning, everyone. Most respected Professor J.S. Sadhu sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sri Karn Narendra Agriculture University Jobner and Patron, respected Dr. P.S. Pandey sir, ADG, EP and HS, Agriculture Education Division, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, New Delhi, and chief guest on this occasion, respected eminent speakers, namely Dr. J.C. Tarafdar, former UGC Emeritus Professor and Principal Scientist, Central Arid Zone Research Institute, Jodhpur, Dr. D.R. Vishwas, Principal Scientist, Indian Agricultural Research Institute, New Delhi, learned deans and directors of Sri Karn Narendra Agriculture University, Dr. M.L. Jakhad, Director Research, SKNAU and convener of the event, Dr. A.S. Baloda, Director, Rajasthan Agricultural Research Institute and co-convener, Dr. Pratibha Singh, Organizing Secretary, and other devoted members of organizing team, distinguished head of departments of SKNAU, government officers, dedicated faculty members, research scholars, and young professionals. As PI of National Agriculture Higher Education Project, I take the opportunity to inform you, particularly our honorable guests, that SKNAU has been awarded World Bank funded National Agriculture Higher Education Project in March this year to excel in education and research. The methodology to execute the plan shall include several activities, namely, number 1, upgrading academic ambience to increase learning outcomes and employability of graduates. Number 2, undertaking academic reforms to improve system efficiency. Under this aspect, collaborative programs with famous institute of higher learning where the potential and mutual synergy exists shall be started. A number of bright students shall be offered opportunity through dual degree and collaborative program to pursue a part of their education at premier national or international institutes. Number 3, empowering faculty and student competence for next generation agri professionals. Under this subhead, the main thrust shall be on arranging trainings focusing on teaching pedagogical and behavioral science for capacity building of faculty to enhance competence through skilling at national and international organizations, student trainings, exposure visits, and collaborative programs with the national and international institutes, and visits of adjunct professors and guest lecturers from identified institutes, and hosting seminars, workshops, and other such events. All these will increase the holistic development of the students. And finally, for enhanced graduate attributes and entrepreneurship skills. Hope this national webinar under the aegis of National Agriculture Higher Education Project will definitely extend technological advances across the country, and deliberation would help developing a vocational course for all those who may be interested. Thanks to the organizers for giving me this privilege. Thank you once again.